Hi guys, this is Sophie. I'm actually going to do a coloring video today, and this is my second take on filming, so that's why this is already done, but we'll get there. So I'm going to show you how to do a background on a coloring page with, these are KingArt mixed media gel sticks. They're water soluble, so they turn into watercolors. They're basically watercolor crayons. I really like them. I guess they're comparable to gelatos or something like that. They have a lot of pretty colors that are out of order in my set, but for a pretty good price too. I got this set for $20, so on Amazon. And I really like these. A couple of them are shimmery, and I really like that. So I'm just going to show you how to do backgrounds with these water soluble paints, crayons. So I already did this, so I'm going to go ahead and color in this background. And let's see, what color should I make it? Oh, and this is what we're aiming for. This is the goal. So I did these backgrounds with those mixed media gel sticks. So it's gonna look something like that. We'll do this background purple. So what I'm gonna do, just because this is what I feel like doing, is I'm gonna make it kind of an ombre from the middle to the outside, and it's gonna be darker on the edges. So I just kind of scribble in the shape that I want it to be. And also with these, you can totally just like smear it around with your finger. It works for that. Better on certain papers than others. But I really like the calm watercolor effect that it gives. The kind of like tie-dye. I don't know how I've been using it, at least to make kind of like tie-dye calming psychedelic backgrounds. Okay, so we'll do that. And then this one is shimmery. It's a silver. Let's get in focus. So I used like a shimmery gold on this. So we'll see how that is when I watercolor it. But look, it's so shiny. I love sparkle. I'm not allowed to use glitter in my house, as per the spouse, but I've been finding ways around that by playing with glitter glue, gems, glittery paint, because it's just what I like. Alright. So that looks a mess, right? We'll just, I want to show you guys how to, I have these aquash water brushes. So I will do watercolor this background with an aquash water brush, And then I'll do this one with a regular paintbrush so that you guys can see both. So these ones just have the water in them. And I originally started using them because I flew a lot on airplanes, taking trips, and I wanted my art journaling stuff. And I've had the same set for several years. They've lasted me a long time. It's probably been about 4 years. So what I'm doing is, and you can, you want to keep as much color off your brush as possible. You want to try and like keep your brush real wet and fluid. So I just squeeze more water out. And also the good thing about this is even if you cross over the lines, usually it's forgiving enough that you can color over it if you're using colored pencil or marker, in my experience. Colored pencil definitely does the job. I'm probably making it harder for myself by using this big brush, but so I'm just okay. So what I was saying was I'm just wetting the edges. So that still kind of looks a mess, but I'll wet all the edges. And then, so I'm kind of just like blending that so that it's not scribbly anymore. And then, so all the edges are wet now. And we're gonna go from the middle, which is the lightest color, outward. So I had a little purple on my brush. That doesn't really bother me. It's just accentuating the silver there. So lightest color in the middle. Try and drag some silver over here. I missed this little part. Okay. And then I actually drag some of the silver out so that this area is sparkly. And I'm just gonna do brush strokes outward. Try and blend that in. Yeah, I colored over the lines a little bit. And then I won't start coloring on this sloth until it's completely dry because I'm the biggest criminal with that and so impatient, and that's how you mess up. So I made a rule for myself that I have to just wait for things to dry and work on something else if I'm getting frustrated. Because I'm going to be more frustrated if I don't wait for it to dry because it gets wrecked. So when I pause, I'm just like adding more water to the brush. And I'm trying to get a little bit of a, there we go. And you can, I pull it in different, like this paper really isn't made for this, but I pull the watercolor in all different directions until the lines are pretty blended. There we go. And then I'll even bring a little more purple in here. Let's see. Yep, it turned like purple. Let's bring some more in here. Okay, so he's done. And then this paper is going to get a nice crunchy texture and be all weathered and fun. I think I might be the only person who colors who likes when their paper gets like wrinkled. It's just so appealing to me because of junk journals and glue books. I like the texture. All right, so let's see how he dries. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to this pretty lady who kind of looks like me with her two French braids. So I'm gonna do her with a regular paintbrush, and my paintbrushes are all kind of crummy. I just kind of buy a variety pack because I know I'm not gonna take care of them. So this isn't the greatest, but let's see. So I use the gold as my like kind of highlight color, so I just kind of want to drag gold over all the dark colors. And I clean my brush off. And I could also do this with one of the water brushes. But if I have ones with smaller tips, but I just wanted to demonstrate both. I clean my brush off, drag these around a little bit. It's kind of freeform and relaxing. You're just dragging colors around. Get more water. I forgot I was on camera for a second. I just kind of zoned out. Oh, geez. So in other art news, just so I talk about something and don't be a totally quiet weirdo, I have these, they're off to the side. I have some glue book stuff. These I got from Walmart, and I'm thinking of making a glue book for my mom, just stuff that reminds me of her, because they're like short little books. It'll be like an easy little gift. I love how this turned out. Yeah, this paper really isn't meant for this though. So keep in mind this is kind of cheap coloring book paper that's meant for like Crayola super tips and like colored pencils and stuff like that. It is not meant for this mixed media action, but so if you think parts of it don't look as nice, this is the best it's gonna get on this paper. And I'm also not too concerned. I can always glue it to something sturdier. All right. That looks really cool, guys. I don't know if you can see. Obviously, this area is wet, but it's also really shimmery. Hold on, let's see. There you go. You can see it. She's so pretty. Oh, I love her. Yeah, so this part of the paper didn't do so good. But we'll see how it dries. I do like how the colors came out. And I wonder what I should do to the background. Let's see. should we go for, this is kind of like, I like teal. I'll do that. I haven't done a lot of teal. So I'll go for it. Alright, there's a bunch of annoying little details that I have to kind of go around up here. Oh, that's gonna be so nice. I'm gonna be really daring with this one and do neon green towards the middle. Let me just color this in here. I can't wait to color these guys. I just got gel pens. Ah, I'm so excited. I got a bunch of other cute sloth stuff too. So I don't know, it just appeals to me. Okay. So that's what we'll do. That looks really cool. It's gonna look really cool. All right, here we go. So let me find, I'm gonna use a square brush for down here. Actually, this brush is really bad. I'm gonna use a square, I'm gonna use a square brush for down here, and then when I get to the details up here, I'm gonna probably get my little brush going. But for this one, actually, I should just follow my own instructions, huh? That's what I'm gonna do. I said I wasn't gonna do this, and then I did it. Come on, Sophie. I always do that. I'm impatient. I won't lie. So this is not the official way that you should handle this, but I'm using the corner of this brush to kind of go over the lines and not care. I just don't think it has to be perfect with watercolor. It looks so zen no matter what. This looks freaking awesome. More water. Okay. And then now we're gonna go from the middle out. We'll try and get the green to kind of cover this teal a little bit, make that nice bright color. And now I'm just blending it. Oops. I don't have a rag. Okay, here's the official shirt rag. Alright. That looks so cool. Alright. So these are our two guys. Well, gal and other sloth. And this guy dried up a little bit. I'm just going to drag a little more around. Color in that little crack. That little crack. All right. Okay, so this is how, this light is too bright sometimes. So this is how my purple sloth turned out, the background. It's basically a watercolored background. I would say it's less messy than watercolors. And I just really like how they turn out. They're satisfying to use. And then one of my favorite things to do, and if this was dry, I would do it here, but I would take the purple that I used for the background and I would draw like a sloppy like crayon border on it just to add some character, and I don't know, it's my style. So you could really do all kinds of things with this. I have some mushroom washi tape I might add to the bottom and the top. It's like these little cartoon mushrooms. And then I just can't wait to use my new gel pens on this. Like I saved these little detailed ones for until I got gel pens, and I just got them today. So that's exciting for me. But yeah, that is how I do backgrounds with KingArt Mixed Media gel sticks. And thanks for watching. See you next time.